investigate, they're going to find the truth and tell you straight. They're exploring themselves and the universe. Andrew's spoiled, Charlie's even worse. The meaning of life, they're going to find out. So sit back and listen, you big trout. That's it up from me anyway. What the bloody hell? They're investigating today.
The circus was previously the most entertaining show on Earth, drawing in huge audiences across the globe. With its roots lying in the ancient world, it functioned as a space for mass community gathering, with people travelling great distances to feast upon the spectacle. But more recently, the place of the circus within our culture has been called into question. With increased visibility over animal welfare and the rise of film and television, the circus has been forced to adapt to a different entertainment world entirely. So is there a place for the circus in the modern world, or should we confine it to a darker history? Where does the circus come from, and what can we learn from these origins? Is it ever possible to use animals for entertainment without causing them harm? And is there even a point in a circus, given the current climate of our modern politics? To help me answer some of these questions, I'm joined by Charlie Milner, who's only with me today because he was consistently rejected from a circus freak show for being too much of a freak. Charlie, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Charlie, have you ever wanted to be in the circus?
Do you mean if I ever wanted to be a member of the Great British Parliament?
The Great British Parliament, that's what we mean. So what we're saying at the top is that the biggest circus is perhaps within our own bloody parliament.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
I mean...
But is that unfair? Because maybe, actually, that's doing a disservice to the circus.
Because we're equating them with the lowest form of life.
Well, no, but the circus are
I saw
entertainers.
There's
They're
probably
talented.
quite a lot of... There's a lot of light in circuses, but I imagine that the darkness, the depth of the darkness knows no bounds, probably too.
What do you mean?
I think that there's probably some really dark family business within circuses. I think there might...
Family, like what?
Kind of a domestic abuse and almost sort of domestic slavery.
Are you talking about modern circuses or...
I'm kind of talking about the circuses as a whole, but certainly it still applies to the modern circus, yes.
Right, okay. What kind of just...
I think just kind of you're getting born into this trade, you try and leave it, but your dad doesn't let you leave. He kind of marries you off to a juggler. It
does seem to be a family business, the circus.
I think it is.
Yeah. I know someone who comes from circus people. It's deep within her blood.
Is it genetic?
No.
Not even a tiny bit.
No, there isn't a circus gene. What do you...
Is that like the double helix, but it's doing like a kind of...
It's just on a trapeze. But yeah, instead of the sperm and the egg fusing, it's a trapeze artist fusing with a clown. Is that what we want to do?
I guess so.
Are we happy with that?
I'm pretty happy with that.
Okay.
Or maybe the sperm kind of does a roly-poly seemingly into the egg, but then it kind of brings out a little rabbit. And then that's how
circus children are made. But you can tell circus people. There's a smell on them.
There's a crust.
There's a waft that comes from a circus.
Straw-like people.
Yeah,
they're of the earth. They're from the hills. Do you not think?
I think traditionally they're more from like
Romany,
the gutter. They're kind of
hardy people.
Yeah, I see them as more like urban mice rather than woodland otters.
I see them more as woodland otters.
They're not
urban mice. They're not like kind of vegan.
They're not. No, traditional circus people are going around towns. They're like, they're going around towns, traveling in a big mob to entertain. They're not like tree huggers who live in tents and just eat the bounty of the land. They're trying to swindle cash of anyone who will come.
Are you saying they're
They're fucking wheeling out freaks. And making and doing horrible things to animals. I don't see them as like these glorious woodland creatures who pick berries. They're putting their heads in lions and then whipping elephants to make them sit on bikes.
Yeah, no, that's true. But I still think there is a sort of treeness to them where they are.
Why?
Just because they live in kind of caravans and roll about. They're not just in like.
Because they live adjacent to the woods at times.
Yeah.
No, I don't see that. I don't see them as woodland nymphs.
I think they're kind of
urban
shapes.
Scum. They're urban scum.
Circus people are urban scum.
I think circus people aren't far away from, the ne'er-do-wellers.
What do you say to your friend if she's listening, the circus lady?
I'd say clean up your family.
And that you're urban scum?
You're urban scum.
Right. I think you're more likely to join the circus than I am. I don't think I have any kind of gifts that would help, really, other than maybe kind of... Oh, no, I do have one, actually. Can you Google Jarhead or Bomberhead or something? What's it called?
The film?
No, it's not called Jarhead.
Well, Jarhead is a film.
No, I don't mean that. Human Blockhead. Can you just Google Human Blockhead? This is what I think I would do.
Yeah, okay.
basically you take a power drill or a hammer to your nose, and you just bang a hammer into.
So you just give yourself a lobotomy.
No, but the amazing thing is with the nostril. Now, I was unaware of this, but apparently you think your nostril goes up like that, don't you? Look at me. You think it goes up like that?
I'm thinking.
What do you think's happening there?
I guess I would. Yeah, I would think it.
The truth is very much not that.
Wow.
Because it actually goes horizontally back. So all you need to do is suppress your sneeze reflex, and you can hammer a nail into your own face.
Right.
So I would do that.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be a human blockhead.
Obviously, the answer is I'd be a human blockhead for you.
I think I would be quite good at that. 'Cause I do think one thing that I could get over is kind of the fear of a nail going into my face. I think I could make that work.
Yeah, okay, I see that for you. What would your name be?
My name?
Yeah.
Hard as nails.
It's not really a name.
Harry.
Tom Hardy as Nails.
Nail Horan. After the One Direction guy.
Nail Horan. Nail Horan Show.
Nail Horan Show. The Rocky
Show.
Nail Horan Show.
The Rocky Nail Horan Show. Colon, I'm going to put a nail through my nose.
Using power tools.
Using power tools. Yeah, okay, I could see you doing
that would be pretty fun. And I come in a big black vest. Not a big
black vest?
Yeah, like a big black vest.
Right.
And
why is that important to the show?
Well, just to build a picture.
What's the picture you're building with a big black vest?
I would have a big black vest
I'm
on.
not sure what the significance of the big black vest.
Just let me finish my image.
Yeah, go on.
The big black vest, white pants, and a cape, and I'd have a drill in my hand, and I'd come out like...
like Captain Underpants. I'm not really sure what's that got to do with the act.
And the music is... Jai ho, you are the reason I still believe.
So it's a very culturally confused show you're putting on.
Yeah, so no one can say anything.
You're coming out to Jai Ho in a big black vest and white pants, and your name is the Rocky Horror Nile Horror Show.
The Rocky Nile Horror Show. That's why.
I mean, that's circus. That's entertainment.
You wouldn't forget me.
That's the thing, you know.
So maybe I have got a few.
The circus has got a bit of a dodgy name nowadays, but I used to go to Cirque du Soleil when I was younger, not of my own volition, with my parents.
Absolutely.
When they were still together, but
before
it all went.
Things went sour.
But I mean, I've never been so impressed. I remember one of the juggling guys. He's juggling like 15 balls.
Blimey.
It's unbelievable.
I mean, that's obscene.
I mean, it's got a bad name because people think of circus and they think of, look at this dwarf.
Well, that's infantile.
And then like a lion being just murdered on the spot. Whereas, you know, nowadays, you can be very impressed by the circus. That's the thing with juggling as well. Juggling's got a dirty name. If you see someone do some fucking juggling, you're like, Jesus, that's impressive. Why has juggling got a dirty name?
It sounds like gigolo. Jiggling.
No, it's nothing to do with that.
How many is the most balls ever juggled at once?
What's the world record of juggling?
I reckon 34.
34? I'm saying 22. 22.
World record juggle, let's go.
15. With 13 balls.
Not
That's a shame, isn't it?
15.
But imagine that. Well, 13 balls.
I don't have much more to say about it then in that case.
You're not impressed with 13 balls?
No, not really.
You can juggle two things.
I could not.
Oh, right, fine.
I could try. Shall I try? With your snus and your water?
Yeah, just so you have to put them through separate.
Every day I'm juggling.
You're using two hands.
I can't do it then.
So that seems like a wonderful time to jump into Thinker's Corner, where we're going to hear from the greatest and best minds that have ever been and ever will be. This week is no different as we dive into what people think about circuses from across history and the world. And this week, here we go. We're starting with some quotes.
Who do we have in the building today?
We've got some wonderful people in the building today for you. But first off, it's Juvenile. Juvenile.
Is he armpit farting?
I don't know if it's a guy or a girl.
Is he, she, they armpit
Why would they be armpit farting?
Because they're juvenile.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Take it away. Take it away, Juvenile. Give them bread and circuses, and they will never revolt. I think there's definitely a truth to this quote. Give people food and entertainment, and they will be, you know, who gives a fuck? If I've got a full belly and I've got some, you know, people dancing in front of me, that's great. I think that's true of me today. All I really want is to watch a film with a curry.
But what if there's like a small boy dying over there?
I don't care. I've got my curry.
You've got your Boona and
I'm watching The Expendables too.
Okay. Well,
do you see that? You know, there's lots of wrong things going on in the world, but we're at home. We've got Netflix and takeaways.
Haribo and Gooning.
Yeah, Haribo and Gooning as well.
I guess
pornography and sweets.
You know, any
crisps,
McCoy's, McVitie's biscuits.
Yes,
I do think that. Yeah, that's probably it's true, but it's bad. You know, I guess like And it's not. That's my opinion. I won't be taking any further questions.
Fucking absolute wisdom coming from that corner. It's true, but it might actually be bad when we think about it. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't just be distracted by all these televisions and food, and maybe we should see what's going on in the real world.
What about bread circuses and a newspaper, so you can keep informed?
But that would make them revolt more, wouldn't it?
Okay, so how do we get them to? What do I want then? Who am I? Am I the emperor? Who am I? Am I me? Because if I'm me, I want the paper. If I'm the emperor, bread circuses and a little bit of ham, so they keep even more happy.
Let's say you're you for this one.
I want more bits of ham, please.
No, you want newspaper if you're you, for fuck's sake.
Okay.
No, if we're us, we want to take away that, because now the circus is no longer them. The circus has morphed. It used to be, look, what are you going to fucking do in medieval Britain? Medieval,
Fuck
am I right?
all.
When was the circus? Yeah, fuck
all.
Oh, look, there's a man who's actually a lady, and then he puts
Four
fucking
legs.
Calippos in his bottom and then spurts fire out of his ears. Obviously, I'm
That'll
going
do.
to see that.
Yeah.
I'm going to travel.
Is that or like the vegetable patch?
Yeah, and they take ages to grow. It's not that
It's
good
very boring.
entertainment.
Yeah, it's incredibly dull.
Turnips, not as good as a circus.
Yeah.
Of course I'm going to travel on my donkey or my ass.
Turnips, let's turn up.
Hey, I'm going to travel on my ass on my donkey to the circus. Ass, donkey, my ass is on the donkey.
And then-
Wait, what do you mean? An ass or a donkey? I mean my ass on the donkey.
And then go home.
Listen.
Go home and get my ass ate by the local farmer.
Yeah, and then we're on our way. So yeah, I'd absolutely go to the circus. You could see it. It's like, well, we'll get into where the circus came from in a bit. Charlie, you have a question?
I do. Do you think that there was much bottom play in medieval England? Because if there was, I reckon it was a fucking car crash. What are they wiping their bums with?
It's a good question, because I guess sodomy being a sin.
Matt, great time to know what the hell they were doing with their bums.
I guess sodomy being a sin in the eyes of Christ. People were more religious back
I
then.
don't know why, though. Why is that a sin?
It's just, it's because it's a bit dirty.
Do you know what I
That's
hate?
why a lot of sins are things that are just a bit dirty. It's why, like, halal is just a way to slaughter meat that's more hygienic back in that day.
Yeah, rather than like fucking the cow before you...
The opposite of halal isn't fucking the cow.
Okay.
If it says non-halal, it doesn't mean this cow's been mutilated by a human penis before you eat
God.
it. Matt's done a Google of was there bum play in medieval times? Yes, anal sex and various forms of bum play occurred during medieval times. Of course. Although they were generally viewed by the church and authorities as sinful, unnatural, or sodomy. There you go. So it happened, but I imagine maybe less so nowadays. Back then, sorry. Less so back then.
Definitely. We've
Well,
got
definitely.
all sorts of toys and kind of cleaning devices now.
Yeah, so I guess there was less bum play. But yeah, so, put a good piece of entertainment in front of some people, and then suddenly they forget their troubles. Are we forgetting our troubles too much in this life?
Yeah,
There's too many creature comforts.
We definitely are.
Should we revoke Netflix privileges or ration Netflix?
I think just flashing some horrible, horrible stuff throughout a program.
Okay, like conditioning.
Like harrowing news.
Yep.
Bang.
A bit like Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, it just comes up. It's like, that's happening now, back to SpongeBob.
Well, instead of adverts, we could do news. It's actually probably a wonderful idea to structure society. Instead of adverts, it's news. It's actually a great way to do it.
That is a good idea.
Yeah, I think we'd all be a lot better for
Keep
it.
people informed.
Yeah, instead of making them buy toilet.
in Yemen, it's booting off again.
Yeah, maybe a bit more informed than that. Not just you appearing on screen going, "It's booted off in Yemen again. We don't know what to do about
Well,
it."
no, because I'm speaking like
Sorry to interrupt, but fucking Yemen's booting off again. Don't know what to do.
I think it's important to speak their language. Okay, that's how people talk. Okay, we're not all up in our we don't all have our up in our bloody ivory towers with our 10 pots of water.
And that concludes our quote section. So now it's time to find out some interesting things about the circus. Are you ready for some interesting things about the circus?
I literally can't wait.
I am
very
waiting
excited.
with bated breath as well. And here we go. Where does the circus come from? What the heck is happening with it? It doesn't just spring up out of nowhere. Things happen for a reason. And here on Investigates, we're about to find out that reason. So, the circus has its legs in the ancient world, I'd say.
It's tent poles
It's tent poles, yes.
back in the day.
If you track its guide ropes, you'll find it in the ancient world.
Mesopotamia, is that right?
The Aztecs.
the Norwegians.
The Norwegians. In the ancient world, you had the likes of chariot races, acrobats, animal displays. These are huge public events more akin to a combination between sport and spectacle than the modern-day circus, but travelling performers such as jugglers, acrobats and animal trainers existed across Europe, Asia and the Middle East for centuries. So there were things going on.
Yeah. We come from a lot... In a way, is this a kind of... What we're doing now, is this in any way derived from the circus?
I think we're not that far off a circus, this podcast.
We should get a little juggling boy.
We could get a juggling boy. Matt?
Matt?
I can juggle.
Can you actually juggle?
Yeah. I taught myself.
How many balls?
Like 3.
3?
Like, nothing too
That's not bad.
crazy.
Well, it's the minimum requirement. The birth of the modern circus was in 18th century England.
We did it.
Philip Astley, a former cavalry officer, is credited as the father of the modern circus. In 1768, he opened a riding school in London where he performed trick horseback riding in a circular arena. This circular ring became the standard circus format used today. He then added clowns to entertain between the acts and acrobats and jugglers.
Do you reckon he knew that what he was doing at the time? Or do you reckon he was just having fun with the horses?
I think he was having fun with the horses. I think he actually had too much time around horses, and started doing trick shots with them. And when I wanted my friends and family to see them, and then
Trick shots.
Yeah, and they just started performing.
Yeah.
But then it all makes sense, because if I go, I'm not going to be too entertained if I just come and see a man riding 2 horses, entertaining though it is.
But...
And then what am I doing in between the 2 horse riding? A juggler, a clown going, oh, beep-a-dorp-a-dee. A blowjob as well, yeah. And then it expanded in the 1800s due to the introduction of big top tents because of easy travel. Big top tents.
Big top tents.
What are your big top tents?
My big top
What are your
tents.
10 big top tents?
Okay. Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman, big top tent. Natalie Portman is a big top 10. It should be on the list.
Marina Navratilova.
Martina Navratilova is another big top 10, and she should be on the list.
Judy Dench.
Judy Dench, one of the finest big top 10s.
My
She's
mum.
on the list. Charlie's mum must be mentioned, one of the finest big top 10s we have.
Sally, no. Jennifer Hudson.
Jennifer Hudson has made the list.
Karina Lepore, who won The Apprentice.
The winner of The Apprentice, Karina Lepore, is a big top 10.
Samwise, no.
Samwise Gamgee hasn't made the list.
Who's the lady who's transitioned from who was in Juno?
Elliot Page.
Elliot Page, who's now
Elliot Page.
Elliot Page.
Has made the list.
And then these 2 Danish twins.
These 2
I'm
Danish.
related to.
You're related to 2 Danish twins?
Yeah, I haven't seen them in years, but they're old women, but they're Danish twins.
You've got Danes on your side.
I do, somewhere.
Right.
And the lady who works in the lobby, Kadisha.
Kadisha from the building's on the list. What was your category? You've chosen women exclusively for big top 10s.
Inspiring women.
Inspiring women. Why are they big top 10s?
Because they uphold I'm in their sort of shadow, and they protect me from the weather.
So the circus expanded in the 1800s. She was a big top 10s. Growth of animal acts and the rise of
Claire Balding.
Clown sand. That's just and the creation of sideshows so there'll be like the freak shows there. They then blew up in the early 20th century, particularly in the US, where they'd need entire trains to carry the people and equipment around. People would travel miles to see it because film and telly didn't exist.
I mean, again, there's nothing going on.
There's nothing
If
going
this is
on.
all that's going on, of course you're going to the circus.
And I still think don't knock it. I think we've lost what circus entertainment is, seeing someone do some mad shit. It doesn't happen regularly. Well, I kind of want them back a bit. I want to go and see some mad acrobats.
I don't think they've gone anywhere. I think you can just go to like Norwich and you'll find a circus.
It's true. I guess
But there's less of an appeal. They need, and I think like maybe they fall, with the birth of social media.
Well, they declined in the mid-20th century with the rise of cinema and television, increased concern over animal welfare, and the high cost of running large travel shows, so they stopped going.
Yes.
So it's in a dire place today.
Yeah.
Because you can't abuse lions, and, I've got Breaking Bad on my phone. Why would I go and watch Terry juggle some apples?
I can watch Will Smith on my tablet.
Yeah.
Or I can go and watch some juggling. I'd probably pick Will Smith, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what people are saying, right?
Yeah, so I don't blame them. I think the circus needs to modernise. I mean,
How do we modernise? We need to bring the circus back. How do we bring modern young audience to the circus? They're all glued to their smartphones. Let's get them glued to the circus. Not literally, that would be a nightmare for transportation.
Although it might be quite an interesting circus act.
It might be. The Sticky Boys. Don't love that. We could be the Sticky Boys. We're just stuck on a wall.
PVA
Drew.
PVA Drew.
PVA Drew and...
I don't know.
Charladesive.
Sniffing.
Prit
Drew.
stick.
Stick to the plan.
That's not.
That's how you're. No, but that's how you're trying to convince me. Well, I'm like, this is fucked. I don't like this. Just
Prit stick to the plan, Charlie. We've got people to entertain, and we're just stuck on the tent. We don't do anything. We're just stuck there.
I'm like, this is really
And then
horrible.
when
I hate this.
When they pack up the tent, we're just rolled up inside the big bag and just go from place
Are we
to
going
place.
to be all right?
I don't know if we're going to be. I'm not sure why this is entertaining for anyone.
PVA Drew.
Well, we're kind of the first thing you see when you go in. It's like we're at the entrance, just stuck on the tent. And to be fair,
the kids are like having lollies and like gawping at us, and we fucking hate it.
you're like, stop looking at us.
Fuck off.
Go inside. Find your parents. But in fairness, if I came to a circus, there's a big tent and two blokes are glued to the tent at the entrance, I'm like, I'm in for a show.
I'm one.
You're fucking one of them.
I'm going up there.
You see two men stuck to a tent, your first instinct is, I'm going to fuck it. I'm going to fuck one of them tonight. See one of those gluey boys? I'm going to have one of them.
Men, not boys. I am fucking one of them though.
I'm going to fuck one of those gluey boys. Yeah, but so other than gluing people to tents, how do we modernize the circus? How do we get Gen Z into circusry?
Well, I was thinking, if I could pick a superpower,
Yeah.
my idea for the modern freak show.
So this is how to modernize the freak show.
This is how to modernize
Okay.
the freak show element of the circus. It's quite a forward-thinking idea, if I will say myself.
Interesting.
Through the use of AI
Right.
and kind of image projection,
Yeah.
you just get a random punter from the audience and you plonk him in the middle and you just make absolutely impossibly fucked stuff happen around. So like a cow falls, a cow like falls out of the sky next to him and like is just.
Is this for the audience
This is
enjoyment?
It's just to see how someone would react to
Right.
completely impossible situation. A cow falls from the sky and then
So this is
dissolves into cubes.
there's a few layers here. So we're picking someone from the audience who then goes in the ring, and then we're watching him go through a horrible time.
Kind of more just a completely almost physically impossible like he's reacting to the
But
most
part of it is the audience
obscene-
watching him go through it.
Okay, you know what?
Where's the primary experience? Is it us watching the guy?
We're watching the
freaking
guy
out.
react. Yeah, he's freaking out. So he reacts to kind of, I don't know, his mum.
What's in the
falls out
AI?
of the sky and she dissolves into loads of pink cubes on the floor.
Okay.
And he's there like, what the fuck is going on?
She's been dead for 2 years.
Yeah, how have you done that? What's happening? And he
Yeah.
doesn't know about the AI element. So it does
Right.
rely on this being a very secret
Relay
thing.
eye.
Secret AI.
Relay eye on it. Please.
Relay eyes on they don't know about what we're doing. But
Yeah.
you know, and then I don't know, his kind of unborn son appears out of this mist. It's Daddy.
Yeah.
He's responding to that. So through AI and image mapping, we create kind of
Get people to have mental breakdowns
and watch it.
and watch it. Yeah.
And there is aftercare.
then at the
It's like
end-
Jeremy Kyle shit. There is aftercare where we're like, that was mad.
Yeah.
for
Can we get you an orange?
We understand you must be feeling quite upset. Would you like it?
Would you like an orange?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting.
Do you think that could work?
I think it could work. I think it's. I feel like it's slightly confusing the message of a freak show, but yeah, I guess.
The freak show is like this is.
Well, maybe in part of it, it's like we're all the freaks. I think that's what modernizing the freak show is, because you can't go round showing people.
We can't look away.
But again, is there not a fucking? Would you not like a bit to go to a freak show?
I would love to go to a freak show.
And also, isn't the Guinness Book of World Records just a freak show? How are they getting away with it? They're the modern freak show. You open up and like, look at this man's crazy long fingernails. This person's tiny.
True.
This person's got 8 ears. But they've put it in a book and got a beer to sponsor it, and suddenly everything's fine. They're the modern day freak show.
Yeah,
So
down with Guinness, but down with Guinness.
Well, they're just doing it well.
They're doing it well.
If they did it, yeah, because they're getting away with it.
Right.
So if the Guinness Book of World Records went on a tour, that would be a modern day freak show. Just get Guinness to sponsor it, and everything's fine.
Yeah, the Foster's Book of Fuckheads.
The what? The Foster's Book of Fuckheads.
And it's just,
Yeah.
what is that?
What is that?
No.
Yeah.
I guess the Guinness Book of Records is a freak show.
It is just a freak show when you
There
think
was a
about
guy
it.
who I saw in there who only ate metal for like 20 years. Some French guy.
I imagine you might end up.
He
in there
literally
one
only
day.
ate metal for some. I don't know how he did that, but can we Google that, Matt?
A man who only ate metal.
Man who only ate metal, Guinness World Record. Michael Lotito
known as Monsieur Mange Tout.
was a
Very nice.
French entertainer who held the Guinness World Record for the strangest diet. Starting at age 16, he consumed roughly 900 grams of metal, glass, and rubber daily, including 18 bicycles, 15 supermarket carts, 7 TV sets, and a Cessna 150 airplane. That's crazy. That's
Why
a freak
is
show.
he alive? Why is he alive? He's eating 17 shopping trolleys.
He cut larger items into small bite-sized pieces using a saw and consumed them with mineral oil and water to avoid
Doctors
injury.
found Latito had an unusually thick stomach lining and powerful digestive juices. So, but how did he know that?
By 1997, he had consumed nearly 9 tons of metal.
But so he had a thick stomach lining, but surely he can only find that out after starting to eat metal. Or did he find what was
Probably had a
what's
coin.
the story there? Did he go to the doctor and they went, "You've got really thick stomach lining, by the way," and he went, "Great, I'll just start
Brilliant.
eating
I'll eat this
bicycles
can
then."
Yeah.
Or did he start eating shopping carts and then went, "Why aren't I dead?" And they went, "I've just got really thick stomach lining."
Rather
Says
than-
he accidentally broke a glass while drinking and ate it, and then decided to like.
And then thought, I'm going to make this my personality.
I mean, it's quite an amazing trait.
Then I moved on to razor blades, plates, and small pieces of metal, such as nuts and bolts. What started as a simple party trick soon turned into a lucrative career. This is why. People started to ask me if I wanted to eat something bigger, and I said, okay, I think I could eat a bicycle. It was a great success. They got me for TV shows to South America and Canada. In addition to eating unusual objects, his high pain threshold meant that Lotto also allowed audiences to light matches under his fingernails and throw darts into his back. Right. Okay, it's a career move. I can make some sense of that at least. Because it wasn't like Guinness just discovered him one day.
No.
Just saw a guy eating a trolley in a pub and went, do you want to be in our book? Oh, I guess so.
I mean, this guy alone does convey your point that the Guinness World Records is a freak show.
Yeah. Like if that's
9
freak
tons
show.
of metal.
We could just
Look at him. He looks so sad.
Oh, he's doing a bit though. He knows what the audience want. He's going, oh, not the glass.
I'm damaged.
Oh no, you've got to put a bit of stank on it, haven't you? You don't just want to see a man quietly enjoying eating a spoon.
No.
You want to see him kind of go through the motions.
Take a
of it.
Skoda apart with his mouth.
Yeah, eat a car.
That would be amazing.
That's a freak show.
Mm.
So I think modernizing it, we can just, this actually freak shows still exist. We just got to put it on tour.
Yeah. Do you think we could start? I mean, are we in the place where we could? Do we know any freaks like this? Do you know anyone who's our first person for our freak show? Or maybe we could do some fucked stuff to each other.
What fuck stuff can we do?
Burn each other's belly buttons.
I don't think we've got the fucking nous for it. Suddenly, I don't want to be burnt.
I don't want to be burnt
I
either.
don't want to be burnt.
Well, we can be in the management team then.
Yeah, we'll be pencil pushers
Mm.
whilst people push pencils up their noses.
But there are those that think that the circus has gone bloody woke.
There are those that think it's gone far too far. Back in my day, circuses were elephants jumping out of planes and then being exploding onto a ring of fire, and
Now it's some
now it's someone
Ponds doing a pirouette.
Well, with modern circuses, there's quite a few modern takes on it where you've got like disabled people doing the circus. I think that I saw that somewhere where they're telling their stories through a kind of circus-ish act. So it's there's a wokeification of the circus.
Let's imagine a scenario. Okay, so you're a kind of ousted juggler. Okay,
No, I feel like I'm
you're an elephant man.
I'm a classicist of the circus. I believe circuses were the best in the 18th century. It's going to be tough for people, for circus purists, the classicists who go there and go, if I spent £50 on a ticket to go and see a circus in Burton-on-Trent, I want to see a fucking circus. Not none of this woke crap, which you'd do. That's what you'd be if you did a circus. You'd be going on and saying all of this stuff, and then I'd be there telling you to shut up, I want a real circus. Do a circus that you do.
Okay.
If you were in charge of a woke, how would a woke circus go?
There's a big pride flag, and it's lovely, and there's 18 little men in wheelchairs, and they're all
Perform it.
So, okay, we've got Nigel, Norman, Nelson, and everybody else. Get your wheelchairs out here, please, and start doing little turns, please.
Dwarves! We want
Sorry.
fucking dwarves!
Wait,
Look at this shit.
ignore him. You can't say that anymore anyway. And then now, can we get Tiana? Can you do a little pirouette, please?
Set an elephant on fire!
What?
This is
Sorry.
fucking shit!
And
I'm here for a circus,
now,
not a
please
fucking preach.
bring out the old men.
450.
Bring out the old men. And if you could just do
Set them on fire.
read out this little. We are the together.
Put a
We
tiger
are
in
the
the washing
circus.
machine. What's wrong
We
with you?
are always.
I don't care
trying
about this
to make
shit.
it
I'm here
nicer.
to be entertained.
Sorry, please ignore this gentleman. Sir, excuse me, sir. Can you
I'm here for a fucking circus, none of this shit.
wait? You can.
What's your name?
My name's Jonathan.
What the fuck is that? That sounds like some nonsense name to
No,
me.
my name's Jonathan. Can you please stop with this, whatever this is?
No, I'm here for a real fucking circus.
Would you want to be involved?
I'd love to be involved.
You can hold the flag.
The pride flag.
No, the England flag. You can hold
That
the...
sounds nice, but I want to be entertained. I want a tiger.
You could do...
Wearing a fucking tutu, and then put him in a fucking plane, and then he jumps out, and then he gets impaled on a spike. I want to see people with no limbs.
Do you want to dress up as a tiger?
No.
That's the best I can do. Is that you could... do you want to...
No, I don't want to take part in the show.
Sorry, Norman, keep
better
spinning.
show.
Norman, keep spinning, please.
I want to do a bet. I want circuses to be what they are.
You can...
Not what they've become nowadays.
Dress up as a tiger.
We don't care about entertainment anymore. We care about pleasing people. Why don't you try and not please people and entertain me? Take a risk in your fucking life.
Okay. Okay, bring out the tiger. Bring out the tiger.
And the little people.
And the dwarves. Bring out the
Where's
dwarves.
the man with a thumb for a penis?
Cut off Norman's thumb.
Let me see it. That's better. That's better. That's better.
Do you think there's a middle point that the classicists and the new NU circus could meet?
New circus.
New circus.
I guess through kind of taxidermy.
Where we literally
get
stuff.
No, we get old stuffed animals. There's no harm.
Oh, okay.
And we kind of
just put a dead bear on a bike.
Yes.
And just push it around.
That surely is a kind of at least some level of a middle ground between that and Cirque du Soleil. You basically want to the middle ground between the Colosseum and Cirque du Soleil is a stuffed bear on a motorbike.
You have successfully found a middle ground. I just don't think it's one with any entertainment value whatsoever.
Okay, but what the audience think that it's a real bear, and there's a kind of
right, or like, well, puppet bear. Again, I'm not interested in puppet bears on bikes. Sorry.
Okay, so there was an elephant called Mary. This is a fucking harrowing case. Have you heard about Mary, the elephant?
Yeah, I put this in the research.
Right.
I literally did this research. I put this in.
Oh, well, interesting.
And I told you yesterday.
You'll be interested about this.
Please tell me about the research I did, and you've read what I wrote.
Well, in 1916,
I like this as a kind of feature. You reading back my research to me. You might like this, Andrew. I think if you listen, you might learn something.
In 1916, Mary was a star elephant performing with the Sparks world famous shows Red Eldridge and with the Sparks.
That's
world
a full
famous shows.
stop. Yeah.
So, with the Sparks world famous shows, Red Eldridge, an inexperienced handler, was assigned to her. During a parade in Irwin, he reportedly prodded Mary with a bull hook. I mean, that would upset me. Would that upset you?
I wouldn't be too happy
I
about
would like
it.
to be prodded with a bull hook.
I'm just trying to perform here. That's
Leave
like
me
if
to
Matt started prodding us with a bull hook.
Well, it depends which sort of bull hook we're talking about here, Andrew.
Name me two varieties of bull hook.
Knob and balls.
So there's a knob bull hook and a bull's bull hook.
There is, yeah.
What's the difference between the two?
The knob one is kind of more, is kind of longer, and the balls is sort of full of cum, and
The bull's bull hook is full of cum. You ridiculous man.
I don't know what to tell you.
How dare you?
This is what it is.
The bull's bull hook is full of
this
cum.
Is what it is.
So it's literally a pole that's just full of cum.
Yeah, and you do not want to be getting it in its way. Now, Irwin, in Irwin, he reportedly prodded Mary with a bull hook, possibly hitting a sensitive spot. Mary reacted suddenly. She grabbed Eldridge with her trunk, threw him to the ground, and killed him. I mean, I think that's fair enough. The town quickly turned against the elephant, and fearing unrest, the circus decided Mary had to be executed. So a 100-ton railroad train was used to hang Mary. But on the first attempt, the chain snapped and Mary fell, breaking her hip. Fucking horrific. She was then successfully hanged on the second attempt. Now, the reason I wanted to linger on this...
might be one of the worst stories in the world. Do you know what?
It's
just horror left, right.
That is
my goodness, I didn't actually see the picture.
Crazy. That's like a private eye cartoon. What do you think that says if it's a private eye cartoon?
It would be, like with the elephant, I think has got to be the US.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? It has to be the US. And then the crane might be, well, maybe the crane is the US as well. And he's killed himself in Iran. Oil. And the cable's the oil. There you go.
All
That's
right.
a private eye cartoon. You happy with that? I think it's one of the most harrowing stories. You've got everything in there. It's like the animal's being abused in a circus regardless. You've got a circus, it's just for the joy. This elephant is being abused purely for entertainment for humans. And then it obviously just lashes out once, and they don't just think, you know, it's fair that it lashes out. It was an inexperienced trainer anyway, but you've got the trainer dying because of that. And then they're like, let's hang the elephant. Think about
it, shoot it in the fucking...
Yeah, what a night,
head.
because they needed the ceremony of hanging the elephant. Like, hangings are meant to be, you know, there's some sort of, well, there's a deterrence, but there's a bit of a community release of anger, I guess. Why
This
are they
is
so
sick.
upset with this elephant? How can you be this upset with an elephant?
It got prodded with a cum hock.
And then you think about like all the practicalities of getting the crane there. That's probably the end of it, but like it's not an easy
Probably
execute.
the end of it. What do you mean?
Is at the end of the practicalities of it.
Well, there's more. What about disposing of the body?
Yeah, okay. But I mean, to get to the execution, you're going to have to dispose of the body regardless of how you kill it. In terms of hanging it, you've only really got to get the crane there. Then you can hang it.
Well,
can't
the
you?
guy, but you got to hire the
You've
crane.
got to hire the crane driver. You've got to make sure you've got planning permission. You've got to gather people, probably put some posters up. Yes, sorry, Charlie.
What about the food van, the chippy van?
Yes, we need to get catering for the event as well.
Well, have you ever put on an event? I don't know if you ever have.
I've put on an event, yeah.
What have you
Not
put on?
hanging an elephant in the town
You
square.
haven't lived then, my friend.
No. When was the last time you hung an elephant?
I done it the other day.
I've done it the other day. Governor. Governor.
I done it the other day.
What's hanging an elephant a euphemism for?
I guess impaling your knob.
No.
Or
Impaling your knob.
I guess hanging the elephant is taking your grandpa out for a little walk.
Why is that? Give me
Hung
the
elephant
kind
this
of.
morning.
Yeah, I know, but give me the
It's more of a tonal thing, I think.
the excuse you always hide behind.
What do you think it is?
Hanging the elephant is. It could be. What's the?
It's better not
It's
be
kind of
one-dimensional.
horrible.
It's
It's kind
better.
of horrible, but it's kind of when a shit doesn't quite get out of your arse all the way.
Should we move on to the next?
We can move on to the next one.
Move on to the next thing.
We can move on, but we could stay on that.
What?
We can move on.
We can stay on it if you want.
Hanging an elephant.
Have you ever? That is horrific.
Oh, fuck off, Mr. Cumpole. It's better than walking your
Hanging the
granddad.
elephant.
There's some sense to
What do you
it.
mean? No, well, walking your granddad was just getting a poo, not even.
I know walking your granddad is a nicer thing to do. I know that. I am trying to make some sense of sense in the saying. What could hanging an elephant be?
Matt, let's see what Matt thinks. Matt, what do you think? What is hanging an elephant?
I'm sorry, I can't come to the pub.
I'm hanging an elephant.
I can't come to the pub. I'm hanging an elephant.
I guess it's so hard to do it in a non-one-dimensional way.
Hanging the elephant. Well, it's killing the elephant, isn't it? It's.
Ooh,
No, but you're killing it.
You're getting rid of an old, like moving on. I guess moving on could work because you're kind of the elephant represents memory.
Going to therapy. Trying to get over past trauma.
Yeah,
The elephant within me.
that's the old memory of my pain.
Yeah, I'm
hanging the
trying to
elephant.
hang the elephant.
That's quite nice.
Going to
It's much better
therapy.
than trying to squeeze a poo out of your bum that isn't fully out.
I'm not backing poo out the bum. Well, we've coined some new slang here. If you go
I
to
do
therapy,
like the final definition.
yeah, if you go to therapy, you're hanging the elephant, or trying to hang the elephant.
Do you think we might be invented? That might become as sort of zeitgeisty as the floor is lava. Do you think that we might have affected the culture just now?
You're
What?
The floor is lava isn't a phrase. It's not
culture.
a saying. I know it's a cultural phenomenon, but you keep referencing it as if it's a saying that's like, you know, it's
What?
not an idiom. It's a
isn't.
game.
But it's important. It's the thing.
Yeah, it
Everyone
might.
knows.
Yeah, it could become a significant.
I'm hanging the elephant.
It could enter our cultural dialect. That would be lovely, wouldn't
And then
it?
a guy sort of with his last bottle of booze, he's outside the AA building. He's like,
Can hang that blasted elephant. Whoa.
and then he
If
passes.
only I'd hung that elephant.
Or he's like, time to hang the elephant.
It's a bit like Rosebud in
Rosebud.
Citizen Kane. A bit.
I just nearly just couldn't hang that elephant.
Yeah, happy with
I'm
it.
delighted with that.
Right, let's stop beating about the bush. Let's find out about some freaks. P.T. Barnum's show. We've already discussed P.T. Barnum's show on a different podcast, not involving circuses.
P.T. Barnum is a stupid name.
So P.T. Barnum had a lovely freak show, which we've covered in a different episode. It's just, it's a freak show. It's your classic freak show you'd expect. But let's get some freaks. Jack Earl, the world's tallest man. So we've covered the world's shortest person and the world's largest little person. So he began his career as an actor, but joined the freak show after suffering major health issues. He fell from scaffolding. Why was he up there in the first place? If I'm 7'6", I'm not going to be like, I'm going to become a scaffolder. If anything, I'd become the scaffolding.
Getting clambered upon.
Clambered upon?
Clambered upon.
Yes, getting clambered upon. Clamber upon me because you need to get to... He is scaffolding.
I guess that is the role. If there was a giant in society, his role would be to...
You think tall people are only good for being inanimate poles?
Climbed on.
Right. He was
looks so sad, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he could have just... That's unfair because he could have just been having a sad moment. He's got a bad hand. There you go. There he is playing cards with, I presume, just a small person.
I know that they were paired up. I think they were a combination. Like the big guy and the tiny guy performed together in the.
Did they?
I think they did. But it's tough to be really tall.
Performed with co-star Major Might, who was 2'2".
I think that's Major Might. Although he looks like a 4-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Do you think the kind of issues of being really short?
Kind of, yeah.
You know how it's like it really affects people to be tiny.
Yeah.
I think with tall people it's really hard as well. Like there's a guy. What?
Is it hard being 8 foot?
There's a guy. Yes. There's a guy I know, and he's massive, and he doesn't like talking about how tall he is because, it's pretty fucking like.
So you're saying it's quite
stick
difficult?
out like a sore thumb.
You're saying it's both difficult being really small and really tall.
That's what I'm saying. Would you say that's a banker?
Yeah. What kind of issues do you think the really tall people?
Well, you're very conspicuous.
Very
If you're trying to go on the run.
Imagine you're having a day where you just don't really want everyone to look at you. You're just trying to go about your business
shy.
quietly and you're 9 foot.
I guess you just have to kind of crawl everywhere.
I don't think that helps. Then it'll be like, oh, there's a beast on its way to me. You don't need to cover yourself in fur, but it might help. There was Myrtle Corbin, not daughter of Jeremy. Come on. The 4-legged girl. Corbin was born with 2 pelvises side by side, one normal size and one small, with 2 normal size legs and 2 smaller, weaker ones.
She looks like the in photo booth. You can do that thing where you sort of you mirror image your face.
Yes, she does.
She looks like a photo booth effect.
She does, yeah.
Poor lady.
Yeah, I don't know. Could you
love a lady like that? Could you love a 4-legged woman?
She'd have to be like really nice.
Yeah, she'd have to be incredibly kind. What I often think when I see people like this,
yeah,
and like Siamese twins, and even little people or dwarfs, whatever's the right one. It's just amazing that again, I think you're going to find that this point doesn't have much depth behind it, but it's just mad to me that like every variation of person sort of exists. Like these kind of like there's tiny versions. What do you mean not every?
Not every version.
Not like 8-legged.
There you go.
I guess not that.
Yeah.
But like so many variations.
There's a nice breadth.
There's you can be tiny, you can be enormous, you can have 4 legs, you can have 3 legs, you can be joined up with another person. Like it's kind of
the Devil's Playground.
It doesn't make any sense.
It was Chang and Eng Bunker, the Siamese twins.
The bunkers.
The bunkers.
You little bunker.
You little bunker. Get off your twin.
Off,
I can't. I'm attached to her. Chang and Eng were conjoined twins in Thailand, taken by a Scottish merchant called Robert Hunter.
Or Bob the Cunt.
You should be hunting boars, Rob, not Siamese twins.
Yeah, that's not fair. What an unfair fight that is. Sorry.
Go on. Please. I'd love to know.
How do they run?
How do they run?
How do they run away? Have you already said that?
No. In the research, it doesn't include how the Siamese twins would run away in the event of danger. I'd imagine they'd use their fucking 4 legs.
But how do they do
try
that?
their best. How does a 3-legged race work in sports day? What do you mean how?
It must
Imagine
be a nightmare.
We can join. Yes, it will be difficult. Obviously, it'll be difficult.
Running away when you're attached to someone, you'd be a lot worse than if you're on your own.
I might startle you here, but there's a lot more things than just running away that's difficult for Siamese twins.
You're talking about peeing and pooing. Do they have the same penis?
They ran away age 21. Did you read ahead, or was that just a mad coincidence? Did I say they ran away?
No.
Did you read ahead?
No.
That was a coincidence. Is this a coincidence, or am I going fucking mad that it's in the next line is they ran away?
Please continue.
They ran away age 21 and retired as sideshow performers. They married a pair of sisters and had 21 children. What?
I had worse Mondays.
They had 21 children?
How do they do that?
Fair play. They've got a pair of sisters who they're married to.
No, but how do they make love?
They've got their own dicks.
Does it
Why
say
are you
that?
shocked by
Does it
this?
say
Look
that?
at them.
Does it say that?
No, but look at their bodies. Scroll down, mate. Look, own. They've just attached by the torso. Everything else is fine. They've got their own penises. They can fuck each sister separately and together. Your thoughts, Charlie?
I don't like it at all.
I know. Many of whom have been bought as children. Eng and Chang Bunker also owned 18 slaves. Many of them.
What a pair of bunkers.
What a pair of bunkers. Well, in fairness, they've lived a
bunker.
pretty full life, haven't they?
Yeah, and they look like cunts. I mean, it's quite...
Why? They look like cunts. Is that what you think Siamese twins?
These two look like cunts. And
They look like cunts.
Yeah, they do.
You're saying that one on the right looks like a
Mainly
cunt.
the one on the left, but they reflect each other. I don't like... And also they own... they're bad guys. They can't just lean on the fact they're Siamese twins and therefore, you can just do whatever the fuck you want.
I agree with some of their actions are questionable. Would I say they look like cunts because they're Siamese twins? I don't know.
No, not because of...
Well, what do you mean?
to.
Oh, I'm not looking at... I don't notice the Siamese in them. I don't see Siamese. They just look like pricks. Okay, well, I honestly didn't realise Siamese twins at that point in history could have such a fulfilled life. But there you go.
Well, they filled it with horror.
20... They did... Well, the slaves is the horror. 21 kids.
But they brought them.
No, they bought children. They bought children to be their slaves.
Okay.
That's
even worse.
My perception of it would be like your Siamese, you can be in a freak show and that's the only way you can survive. Otherwise, you're just going to get like stoned in public. Or, I can't imagine that. If I was running a tavern, I wouldn't let them in if I was in the 15th century because I'd be racist.
Well, I'd let one of them in and the other one would have to stay.
Yeah, damn right. That would show up, wouldn't it? But do you know what I mean? I didn't realize that they could have such a... I didn't think that Siamese twins could be slave owners. Has that surprised anyone?
It does surprise me, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that their clout is quite low in society?
Imagine being their slave. I'd be furious. I'd be furious anyway.
Would you be embarrassed?
I'd be like, why? What's going on?
Why are you saying that? What do you mean by that?
You can't... no, because if we're living in a world where we're ranking human beings based on race... Why the fuck are these Siamese twins allowed to own me?
Well, because they're Asian twins.
Because they're conjoined.
But if they're really strong and nasty and ripped, then maybe it's kind of like they're literally, I think that would only apply if they were sort of really feeble. But these two look like they were fairly kind of...
They're conjoined twins. You were just saying, how do they even run away?
Yeah, because they have to negotiate directions. But I don't know if I would necessarily... would you be outraged as a slave of a Siamese? You would be like, this is a bit mad, actually. Yeah,
that's all I needed. Right, there's Isaac's there's Isaac Sprague or Sprague. He was a living skeleton. Sprague had a condition thought to be progressive muscular atrophy, which prevented him from gaining weight. He only ever grew to 5'6". That's not crazy. You should put fucking you at a freak show then.
I'm 6 foot.
And although he constantly
yeah.
And although he constantly wore a flask of milk around his neck for nourishment.
Freaky.
Due to his condition, he didn't have lots of energy and found it hard to find steady work, so he joined the freak show.
Don't like the look of him. He looks absolutely
You have called
mad.
almost... You have physically insulted almost every one of these freaks. Every time they get on, you've called them a cunt. I don't like the look of him. Looks shifty. Don't trust him.
No, but aside
What do you
from
mean you
that-
don't like the look of
aside
him?
from
He's
that-
got a condition.
I don't like his face.
What
I
you're
don't like
doing...
his face. Look at his fucking face.
What's wrong with his face? It's the rest of him there's a problem with.
No, I have no problem with his elbow, but he looks very serious and not very nice.
What about the rest of them in there? It's like
know.
a Victorian photo. They always look serious.
I don't mind little Charlie Brown on the left. The dad. There's something very scary about being very thin. I think that's what Slender
There
Man...
it is. Finally, there it is. What you are doing thus far is pointing at people with disabilities and saying they look weird. That's what's happening right now. Yes, you are.
I'm not doing that.
Yes, you are.
No.
I don't like the look of him. You've just said to a man with muscular atrophy.
Slender Man
Wow.
was based upon the fact that it's like a tall, thin man is much worse than a short, fat guy.
Continue your point.
I will do. It's very scary to have a very thin man, and therefore that hence the birth of Slender Man. Okay, I don't think it's fucking. That guy's terrifying. That guy is terrifying. Look at his face.
Fannie Mills, the Ohio Bigfoot
Quickly.
girl. Yeah.
This reminded me
Yeah.
of Super Size versus Super Skinny.
Yes.
Did you ever watch when they made the overweight person and the very thin person swap foods?
Yeah. When they put it down that like funnel.
That horrible beaker thing.
Yeah.
Can we watch it?
No.
I really want to watch it.
We can watch it after.
Okay.
Yeah, horrible stuff. Yeah. But you don't like looking at people who are really
No,
skinny.
I just don't like the look of those twins. Owned loads of slaves and were wankers, and this guy's got an incredibly serious face, and he's sort of. I don't like his clobber. I don't like his clobber
You don't like his clothes now. That's what you're going for.
or his face.
Or his body.
Or-
Fannie Mills, the Ohio Bigfoot girl. Fannie had Milrose disease, which causes the lower limbs to swell. She was billed as the woman with the biggest feet on earth, with posters saying the old woman that lived in a shoe would have rented out apartments if she had resided in one of Miss Mills. Okay, bit of fucking sauce back in the day. Promoters also drew audiences by claiming that Mills's father would pay any man willing to marry her £5,000, but he was actually dead. Thoughts on Fannie? How disgusting do you find her, Charlie?
I adore Fanny.
Oh, you're a Fannie fan, are you? I mean, that is a big foot. Those are some big
enormous.
feet.
I mean, what a tragic. That looks so sad. Can we zoom in on her face? See, I feel very sorry. She looks lovely.
Because she has a normal face.
Yes.
Let's just turn our noses up at any form of abnormality, eh? Well, yeah, her face is normal.
Frank
So feet
Brown,
are a
who's
problem,
like
aren't
before?
they?
Who's Slender Man?
Slender Man is Isaac Sprague.
Just to be clear, that's not a disabled face.
exactly
I just don't like his face.
because it doesn't fit with the rest of his body. We're
No,
off him. We're off him.
and those guys, they're not nice men.
Big feet. Do you think you could live with this big feet?
I think I could learn to love it. Yeah, I'd
Learn
massage
to
it.
love it. I don't think I'd learn to love it.
I think I could learn to love Fanny.
No.
Fanny's feet.
Could you live with the?
Oh right. No, I wouldn't like that. I'd probably try and cut my foot off.
Yeah, was that an option? Nowadays with bionicle feet.
Who's that?
It's not a man. First name bionicle, second name feet. For God's sake, Charlie, you know what I'm talking about.
Would you say that?
I think nowadays we could chop those feet off and give her a pair of bionicle feet.
like Oscar Pistorius,
Like, yeah, not far off.
similar to
Probably murder her husband though
while he was having a piss.
while he was having
Or
a
a
poo.
poo.
No.
So, I don't know if you're aware, but
Hmm.
the main governing body of circuses, there's a bloody governing body for anything.
I'd
these
imagine
days.
that body's probably got too many limbs and is about 1 inch tall and it's got a head the size of Prague.
Absolutely. I don't actually know what to say to that. To be honest. The main governing body of circuses in the UK
Yeah.
is the Association of Circus Proprietors of Great Britain.
ASPAC.
APAC.
APAC.
ACAP.
ACAP.
All
Kneecap.
cops. All cops are.
Peaceful pedos.
All cops are pedos. The board meeting for Association of Circus Proprietors. Now, what do you think those sort? I mean, when
What
they
are they? What do they do?
founded in 1932, they aim to promote the highest ideals in British circus and raise the profile of the circus industry,
Okay.
while at the same time emphasising the importance of circus as an art form through the development of cultural policy. So the government recognises it as the consultative body on proposed
It's
legislation.
a bit like a lobbying group.
I imagine when the government they dread shouting the circus regulators because it's like they pick up with a kind of whoa
Yeah.
honking. There's like a kind of
They ride into Parliament on a unicycle, and then they just
a little bear sort of will deliver post, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, can we imagine what sort of?
What's a board meeting like?
Hello, everybody. We are gathered here today
bear, and I'm
to discuss the forthcoming legislation from. Sorry, Sharon, can we have the biscuits in, please? I'm blooming starving.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Oh, it's not a biscuit,
fallen
it's a
over.
skateboard.
I'm on the floor.
Now,
Where are the reports from last Q3, Charlie?
Chimp's got them.
And have we
okay,
hit
so-
our quarterly projections for this year?
Yeah, quarter could have been a pie. Here's some lemon cake.
Oh, I'm swinging in and I've fallen on the table.
Hey,
Get off the tightrope,
and
Neil.
it's
We need you to do the projections.
and it's Tony's birthday.
It's time. Can you hand out the documents, Paul? Oh yeah, which one? Stop juggling all of the just pass them on the table. Just pick a document. I can't stop juggling or I'll die.
I think it goes something like that.
Something like
so
that.
they find it very hard to get anything done.
Yes. But it takes circus people to legislate circus people.
It takes a village
to raise a baby.
The government. Also, you know what I will say? And I've had enough of it, actually. If I can get real for a moment. There's fucking... You know, it's like there's National Blue Bin Day, or there's National...
What are you going to say?
The fact that there's a regulator for the circuses feels unnecessary.
Why?
These are straw people.
You've learnt nothing from history. Nothing from history. Look what happens when we let the circus people do what they want. We hang elephants in town squares. We need the government. We need the governing body to stop the animal cruelty, to stop the madness. Circus people cannot be left to their own devices. If you don't learn that from history, you're condemned to compete the past.
The entire reason why the circus body exists is to fight against people like you.
Who am I?
You think that we're animals that will just fucking hang our daughters off lampposts and kill.
Wait, what point are you making?
The point I'm making
The
is
circus body exists because of people like me thinking that we need to legislate the circus. Yes, it does.
No, the circus body exists to defend the circus from people like you, the council fucking shirty-furty, the kind of clean shirts of the council who are trying to like dull our flame. Like, we need to... The reason...
Why is that? Why the circus body exists?
The circus body exists.
You're saying that the circus body exists because there's a circus body who's trying to dumb down the flame of the circus. What you're saying makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. What are you talking
The
about?
circus body exists, right?
Why?
Because, I mean, my initial point was that I think it shouldn't exist. But I've changed my mind now. Because you clearly think that we're kind of animal people.
Who is we? Are you speaking upon the behalf of
the
the circus
body.
person? Fine.
I'm
You're the
the-
body, or are you on the body of the circus, or are you in the circus?
I'm a little juggler.
You're a juggler.
And I need a body. Because
I've got to juggle.
No, I need a
balls.
regular...
Yeah.
I need both.
Why do you need that?
Because otherwise you're going to come over and install...
Who am I?
You're the fucking council, and then you're going to build a leisure centre over there on my tent. And it's fucking like, we have a right to exist. We have a right to...
At what point did I say I'd like to build leisure centres over the circus land?
Fundamentally, the circus people are regarded as hippies, okay? We are maligned as fucking tree beard hippies.
Yeah, right.
And without a body to protect us,
Yeah.
people like you are going to build boohoo and leisure centres on our tents. So it's very important that we have someone official that can speak to the government and prevent you from building...
So I want to, because I said that circus people, we need to make sure they don't do things in the circus. That means I want to replace the circus with a boohoo physical store.
Yeah, you are.
Sorry, Charlie. I should have realised that was your point far earlier. Yeah, I hold my hands up. That's exactly what I was saying. Yeah. But no, I like the circus body. I think it's a nice thing that's there for two reasons. One, to protect the circus from undue harm from other places, from people like me, I guess. And also, we have to keep these cirkies in check. Otherwise, they'll get away with anything. They'll get away with murder. They'll get away with worse than murder. They'll get away with torture and cruelty to animals, as well as people.
What a sad thing about Mary. Should we have an elephant sound, like a sad elephant sound?
Yeah.
In a good way, though, like Last Post style, not sort of Dumbo.
Shut up. Well, that was very moving.
Well, the human cannonball. Now,
what's going on with them?
Andrew,
Yeah.
you'll be delighted to hear. I think this might be up your alley, actually.
Okay.
There is a event or a act at the circus called the human cannonball. Okay? Now,
Are you trying to pretend? Do you want me to pretend I've never heard of this? Is that what you're trying to do? When you can take over a bit more of the hosting thing, you don't have to pretend I'm absolutely like medically stupid. I've heard of a cannibal. We don't need to conjure up fake surprise this much.
Andrew, you'll be very shocked to
Do you want
hear.
me to play along?
Yeah, Andrew. So I'm sure you probably may not even be aware of this.
No.
but there is.
No, not. I can't do that.
There is there's a human cannibal element.
A human cannibal? How does that? Humans,
Yes.
hold on.
You'll
Humans
be
aren't,
very shocked.
but humans aren't cannibals.
No. We
So
are
how
not.
does it-
We're people. But there is a thing where you can combine it by basically putting a man inside a cannon, and then they act like a ball because you fire them out into the air.
When they die?
No, because they're caught by rope. Now, Matt, please.
Rope?
Yeah, loads of rope, mesh almost, and they get fired.
Maybe like a net or something?
something like that. Yeah.
Interesting, right.
They get fired out, and then if Matt, we've got a video, I believe, on the plan. If you on the YouTube link below there. Now you won't have seen this, obviously, but there's a look at this. I mean, this is about as fun as it gets as a spectacle.
But a human can't be in there because that's
Well,
a human.
Well, how wrong you are. That's a man.
Would you like to describe it for the people listening?
There is a red man, and he's getting into a cannonball. He's taking out the kind of foam area, which is presumably to protect the cannon, and he's being fired.
Off he goes.
Through
Whoa.
30 foot into the air,
That is great.
through a fire ring into a net, and he's presumably in somewhere like Arizona. Now, he nearly misses the net there, in my
does.
opinion, which I think is fucking crazy.
Why wouldn't they just make the net a bit bigger?
That's my thoughts exactly. Probably they imagined the physics. They would have measured the
They
physics.
imagined them.
They imagined the physics.
Yeah.
Now, would you ever do that?
No.
Okay. Why not?
I've only just heard of it, so I'm reeling from the existence of it in the first
Well, having
place.
seen it, would you ever consider
What goes
doing
on inside, though? I've always wondered a bit, because it's not literally I reckon it's
You
a
get air
platform.
zookered.
You get air zookered. The answer for everything on this podcast can't be air zookered.
I think effectively you get air zookered.
I think there's like a little platform thing that just goes like that. Goes up.
But does that not
How does
hurt
human
his feet?
cannibal work, please,
Does it
Matt?
hurt his feet?
A human cannibal works thusly. Human cannonballs are launched using compressed air or bungee cords, not gunpowder. Bungee cords.
Compressed air. It's the air zooker.
It might well be the air zooker.
I think it is.
Springs. Bungee cords.
But it must be something that can't, like, given how hard
But
that
then if
force
it's bungee
is.
cords, you've got to let go of them. I don't know. Doesn't bear mentioning. Now we're going to trapeze, flip-flop, cartwheel, juggle, magician, ring of fire, blow our way into Patreon Valley. How's the valley looking?
Incredibly, it's incredibly exciting in Patreon Valley today.
You've spent that long to come up with the word exciting.
There is lots of mischief around. Ron is juggling Bill and Ben. There is a fire-breathing bear, which has got a lot of the Patreon Valley residents in a fit of giggles because it keeps doing little silly jokes and growling between fire-breathing. There is a popcorn stand. And we've got a new guy, Bill and Ben's little cousin, Boron.
Bill, Ben, and Boron.
Boron is selling popcorn, and there's a huge tent. And there are a few people have broken into Patreon Valley, a few punters.
Because they want to see the circus.
Yeah.
We better kick them out then.
We are going to do that.
So as ever, we're going to answer a question from our Valley residents. And you can join the Patreon for as little as £3 a month to get an extra show, ad-free episodes. There's a group chat, and that's it, I think.
And I'm going for a burger with one of them on Monday.
Oh, yeah, that's happening now.
And that
on
is
Monday.
actually happening.
So you've got our Patreon Valley questions today.
I do. So we've got a question in from Barley Jarrison.
Yeah.
Animals at the circus. Should they be there? Elephant on a ball. I saw a circus in France as a kid, and they were lobbing cats through rings of fire. Horrific. I mean, that does sound horrific.
That does sound horrific.
I think, to be honest, most animals are off limits. The only thing that's not off limits is bugs. I think
You want to do what you want to bugs?
I think so. I think you can do more or less. I mean, you don't need to torture. I don't think we should torture these bugs. But I think we should, for example, fire-breathing ants.
Right.
When
They've got their place in the circus,
when
don't
subject to water, they form self-sufficient towers so as to
they?
escape.
Fire-breathing ants.
No, sorry, fire ants. They're
Right.
not breathing fire. They're called, but they are
Just checking.
fire. That would be an amazing act at the circus.
It would be an amazing act.
Little fire-breathing ants. I mean, they are amazing, extraordinary little creatures who can lift up to some huge amount of times their own body weight.
Yeah.
Anyway, they form self-sufficient towers to avoid harm. The ones at the bottom will drown, but the ones at the top stay alive. If we could kind of make this termite hill, flood it, and then make these ant towers that lead up to kind of a couple of praying mantises who do this, and then that is the animal act instead of all of the elephants. The elephants get free to the savannah.
So banish all the elephants to the desert and use
where they
bugs
belong.
instead. And use bugs instead.
And use ants and bugs. Yeah.
Elephants aren't native to the desert.
I think like a bug show would be fucking amazing.
Yeah, it would be amazing. I think bugs. They don't use bugs because we can't train bugs. Well, famous last words. Am I right? I'm going to be shot down by Mr. Bugman, who comes and does all of that nonsense and says, "Look, I've got a bug show." I go and see a bug show.
I would in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
In a
I guess.
heartbug.
Yeah, I think I don't like it though. If we're, why are elephants more valuable than a fucking locust?
Because they can't feel pain and they have no
Do you know
thoughts.
bugs don't feel
I don't
pain?
think locusts have brains. Do they?
Yes.
Well, they must have tiny brains. They're bloody stupid. You know what I think as well? This is I have a slightly controversial take,
Yeah.
which is that ladybirds are pests.
They are, aren't they? They just
They
look nice.
are. They look lovely. They look like little beetles.
Yeah.
The car, and they they're actually all over the shop, being kind of nuisances. Is there any delicacy where they eat ladybird?
Probably.
Can we find out?
Do they eat ladybird anywhere?
No, but could you have someone with like honey and bread? Ladybird's honey and bread.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Would it be good?
It's impossible for me to say no to
Can you
that. Of
toast
course
them?
you can. Of course you can. You can do whatever you want to them.
Can you cook ladybird in a delicious way?
Don't Google it. Don't do it.
Do it. How to make ladybug sandwiches? Go.
Right, she's chopping up tomatoes. Wait, no, she's chopping up. Wait, put the volume on.
No, she's making it look like a fucking lady.
She's just making it look like a ladybird, and that is the end of our Patreon Valley. And it's time to fire brief our way up to Peace's pasture. The pasture's lovely, but there's little tiny men
You're
swinging
taking
between.
a piece.
There's lots of little men swinging between the petals with rope or cable or string. This time it is actually with string because they're so small. They're swinging and they're catching each other. There's a clown who's red as the poppies in there who's going, "Oh, dude, lots of poppies."
What are they saying when they catch each other?
Circus.
Don't you fucking drop me.
Yeah, they're saying that. And then there's lots of show and circus going on.
Lovely.
And this week we're going to finish with some pieces about the topic at hand, which is circuses this week. I haven't got a piece this week, I'm afraid. I apologise wholeheartedly.
You've been too busy practicing your juggling.
I've been too busy practicing my juggling, so I haven't had time to do one. But Charlie has got one for us, and we'll do that, and it will be lovely.
It will be. And first of all, we want to do a land acknowledgement.
I was weirdly going to suggest the same thing. It's bizarre.
What are we acknowledging?
We're acknowledging that Peace's pasture was once held by the tribespeople of Ngutu, and we are... and we are forever grateful for their culture and practices that they bestowed upon us, including this land.
So this is my piece. It's called Circuses, and it's by me.
Ladies and gentlemen, drum roll, please. It has been a magical night of circusery. You've seen jugglers, warblers, jar headers, fire breathers, and now for our final act of the evening, I bring to you Nelson Mandelephant.
I will not be performing tonight. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. I do not harbour anger, for forgiveness liberates the soul. It removes fear. That is why it's such a powerful weapon.
Just do a fucking flip, Nelson.
No! For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others.
Jesus Christ, all right, just a little twirl or something?
After climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb.
Fine, whatever. Let's bring out Tiger Woods.
I am stepping away for a period of time to seek treatment and to focus on my health.
Oh, fuck it. Well, that was wonderful. No, fuck it.
I meant it more like, oh, fuck it.
Yeah, I know still, but oh, fuck it. It's a lovely ending. Oh, fuck it all off anyway. Oh, that was wonderful. That's an excellent little piece there for us all to feast our teeth into. It's in many ways what you've utilised there is creative license to bring the plight of the elephants into a kind of human understanding of it.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Bringing one of our best known
Men.
moralisers. Is that a bad thing to say?
Yes, it
probably?
is. Best known men.
These bloody moralisers telling me not to enslave black people. So yeah, you really get the sense of what it might be like to be a circus animal in this day and age.
You do.
And I appreciate you bringing that into the forefront of our culture.
Thank you
so
very
we
much.
can really talk about it and get to grips with the terrible things of our past.
Mhm.
It was actually a historical piece.
It's fitting.
for us to grapple with the errors of our forefathers.
Yeah.
And I think it really showed in the writing and the character development. Thank you.
Thank you for performing so.
So what have we learned this week, Charlie?
Well, we've learnt that there is a career path for us in, or for me at least. In this, I don't know about
All right, you sat me off quickly. The Sticky Brothers are no longer. It's the Sticky Man.
Oh right, no, I'm all
Forgotten about it.
I'm all meant for the sort of hammer your nail into
Oh,
your
yeah.
face. But actually, yeah, if the podcast goes wrong,
We'll stick ourselves
You
on
and
the
I can
side of a
stick-
big top
stick ourselves-
circus tent.
yeah, we'll stick to a tent, and
Yeah.
someone, a man will come and take advantage of us,
Yeah,
possibly. But it'll be worth it because we'll at least be part of something. Because this doesn't really count as we're not really part of anything.
we're just here.
We're just doing this.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
it'd be nice to be put kind of in a community.
Yeah, you can't tell us we're not part of something if we're literally stuck to the side of a tent.
We're clearly
We're a part of something. We're stuck to
we
the
couldn't
side
be
of
more
it.
part of it.
We're stuck to the side of it.
So yeah, there's kind of it gives us a fail safe if and when the podcast
Yeah.
Birds.
That's what we're mostly looking at. That's why we're investigating, actually. We're trying to find a different career path on this.
a
goes
backup.
wrong.
We're looking for a backup.
We're looking for a backup.
We're sort of job hunting, I guess.
Yeah, it's one big tryout.
What would you say you've learned this week about the circus?
I've learned that there is a world for a modernised circus. We just need to really engage with the board of circusry to understand how we can meet the classic tradition of circus with the needs of the modern audience. I've learned that you've got an aversion to physically disabled people.
That's not.
And I've learnt that we can
we can be all right if we stick together
and we can be all right if we stick together
because we're made of
because
glue.
we're the sticky men on the side of the tent. Love you, Charlie.
Love you too.
See you next week.
It's Henry and Charlie investigate. They're gonna find the truth and tell you straight. They're exploring themselves and the universe. Andrew's spoiled, Charlie's even worse. The meaning of life, they're gonna find out. So sit back and listen, you big trout. That's enough from me anyway. What the bloody hell? They're investigating today.